Happy Happy Sunday.
Thanks.
Hi, Naidu. Happy Sunday.
Okay. I'm gonna
Yeah,
sorry. I'm gonna share my screen. Please let me know if you are able to see my screen.
yes, visible.
Great. Okay.
Yes.
Now, before we start today's session, I just want to give a revision of yesterday's session because I can see like many new people have joined. So I just want to give a quick revision of what we did yesterday. Okay, someone is joining. Okay, so yesterday we started with I think this is the one. Okay, so yesterday we started with what is an API. So I will be sharing this document with you all. I'll be sharing this document, but to give a brief, just a quick example, what exactly is an API? API is nothing, but it is just a bridge between two applications so that they can communicate with each other, they can understand each other, and they can do jobs. I mean, the required jobs can be performed by two applications. So that is the only job. That is the only job of an API. Like if I give an example, if I just want to give a real time example, then let's say I'm a I'm a Telguite. Okay, I speak Telugu, and the one who are from north or from different country, they might speak some different language. So now, if I want to ask, how are you doing today, or did you have your food? Then, if I ask in my local language, then they might not understand. And if they respond in their local language, I might not understand because I never knew or I never spoke that particular language. So, in here, we need to have a common language so that we can understand each other and we can communicate each other and our jobs are fulfilled. So that is where we use English as a medium. So English is an API. We can consider it as an example of an API. Like English, the language English is doing, like it's making us to communicate each other, and it is making understand each other, like what exactly the other person is saying, and our jobs are done. Like if I'm asking how are you doing today, so my job is like asking the other person like how is he doing, and if he or she is saying that I'm doing well today, then that process is also completed. In the same way, the applications also, if one application is written in some programming language, it might be Java, C Sharp, or any language we can say, uh, uh, and the other application, like other website, one website, like I can say indigo.com, and the other website, if I can say makemytrip.com, is written in React or Angular. For these both to talk, for these both to communicate to each other, for these both to understand each other and make the jobs done, like when we click on uh, okay, yes Renu, yes.
Ashish, I am not able to see your screen.
Not able to see my screen. Uh,
Yep.
I haven't shared any document actually.
Okay, okay, this one. Yep. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, I haven't shared. Yeah, I was just doing a revision of what an API is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. So yeah, to make them understand and to do the process, like when we click on make my trip and select the Indigo flight, for this jobs to be done and to talk to each other, this is where an API comes into picture. And we can simply, if an interviewer asks, like what is an API, this is a only definition. I think this is more than enough to give as an explanation, like what exactly API is. Or and also you can say like API is the bridge between establishing the connection between them, like two parties, like. And also we can say one, if I am asking how are you doing today to the other person, then I am the client. and the other person who's responding, then it might be a server, or that might be a client and I might be a server. So the request and response that is going between each other is all done by APIs. So I'll be sharing this document with you all. So this is what an API is, and I'll also explain why. I'll go deep into why exactly API documentation is required. And next is okay. We have types of APIs, and yesterday we had real good questions like what exactly is a internal APIs and composite APIs. So I have dig deep into that information, and I'll be explaining that more today with real time examples, so that everyone can understand like what is the difference and where exactly these fall into. And also there was a good question yesterday like what is system testing in API testing. So I have answer for that too. And okay, and we have API protocols, and okay, I'll scroll up a little. Okay, what is an API is done, and API documentation I'll be discussing, and how do APIs work. It is a client server architecture, like where a client will be requesting information from the, this can be a database, this can be a database, or this can be a backend or another application. So we will be sending through APIs, and from the API server we'll be getting a response to the client. So yeah, the waiter and the chef and the customer is a very old example and a very common example when it comes to API explanation. So and then we have types of APIs, and I'll also let you know where exactly the web services fall into the complete APIs. Uh, and we have API protocols where we will be discussing SOAP and REST protocols, um, because these two, uh, I can say these two are mostly used when it comes to API testing. But nowadays GraphQL is getting more popular. GraphQL is getting more popular, but it is not still widely used. And we have REST versus SOAP, uh, where SOAP is more standardized, and it is really hard to understand, it is really hard to develop, it is really hard to test. But where it comes to restful services, it is easy to develop, it is easy to understand, like anyone can understand. And it is easy to, I mean, little bit easy to test when it compares to SOAP. So this to us is SOAP. And sorry, someone has some. Okay. Okay. And then what else we had yesterday? Then yeah, how, I mean, where exactly API falls into when it comes to layers like a presentation layer or a middleware or a backend. This is where this is where I was talking about this picture, which API, where exactly API comes into. So it does fall under middleware layer, where all the business logic and everything is processed. And we spoke a little about Postman tool. So now coming for second days, D2. Okay. Now when it comes to types of APIs, we have web APIs, database, operating, and remote APIs. And this is where open APIs are public APIs. Like anyone, if you can read, if you see here, I mean, anyone can walk into and anyone can read those books. So these are open APIs. I mean, they can also be called as public APIs. So in your interview, they might ask like, what are open APIs or what are public APIs? So this is what an open or a public API is. And the examples are Google Maps or Open Weather API, which any application, any weather application can use these APIs and provide you the information. And when it comes to partner APIs, like only the ones who have the membership card can access those. Like yesterday Shaili said that if we want to ask for contact record to creation, then we need to ask for the request for the company, the other company who has created it, and they will give you an access to work on that contact APIs. So this is what partner APIs is. And internal, yes, these are private APIs which are not shared by to anyone, like banking, Netflix. I mean, these are just an examples. Where you're in, I mean, it's completely private to you, completely. They are also called as internal APIs or private APIs. uh, I mean, like if a bank has, let's say, when you're logging in and when you're checking your balance, or these APIs are not shared with any third parties or any other applications. They're internally developed and internally tested. They are not shared with anyone, because it's completely private and completely to that particular company only. So this is about internal or private APIs. And then comes composite APIs, which is like we use the most. Like I can say, I mean, as I told, like travel booking APIs, where one website, Make My Trip or Yatra.com or yeah, Expedia, can take multiple APIs from all the websites like Indigo or I mean n number of flight websites, and they collate all those APIs into one website, so that those jobs can be done easily. I mean, you need not, if you want to search for a flight which is cheaper, and you need not to go to each and every flight booking site, like every, rather than that, you can go to one website, and then you can filter out and you can see which is the flight which is lesser. Then you can book it if it is feasible to you. So these, and I'll be sharing this document as well. It has a real time examples. I thought that this will be really easy to understand, and it will be easy for you to explain in the interview as well, when they ask like what exactly the composite APIs are, what exactly the private APIs are, what is the difference between them, and can you give an examples. So this is all about types of APIs. Now could you please let me know, I have one question. Um, okay. No, not a question. Yeah, yeah. So, any doubts till now? Any doubts till now? If you have any doubts or any questions, yes, yes, Gautam. Yeah.
Okay, Ashish, sorry for the interruption.
No, no, no. It's fine. Huh?
Actually, one question arises in my mind.
Mhm.
If you are going for YouTube, then what is the type of YouTube is the API is used in YouTube?
I think if you're going for YouTube,
Hmm.
uh, I think it is public APIs only. But
Okay.
they see, every company has internal APIs. Every
Hmm.
company has composite APIs. Every company has private, and every company open APIs as well. See, it's not like one company has only one set of APIs. Like if you say Facebook, okay,
Mhm.
let's go with YouTube only. YouTube can be accessed on your mobile. YouTube
Hmm.
can be accessed on your laptop. YouTube can be accessed on like any other website also, where you click on that link and it redirects to your to YouTube link, right? You might have seen like click on this. Like if you see, I'll show you one thing. Okay, can you drag this? I don't think so. Mm, okay, okay, if I go in here, okay, this is a website. Okay, this is a website. Now, I hope you are able to see the website, right?
Yes, yes, visible.
Okay. Now, this is not a YouTube website. Now, when I click on this Cypress thing, see where exactly it is redirecting me to. It is redirecting me to YouTube, which means some of the APIs, like open public APIs, was shared with this particular website, particular website, which made for them to access. I mean, when we click on this, it made our job complete. our job complete. So that we wanted uh, videos for Cyprus. So we thought when we click on this, it might show in this particular website only, but it redirected to a YouTube site. So this is a public APIs, but there might be some internal things which is not exposed to this website. YouTube might have some um, internal security things, or internal, those APIs are not shared. So in the same way, Facebook, in the same way, Google, Gmail, you register in some websites, you can register with Gmail accounts and Facebook accounts, Twitter accounts, right? Gmail, yes, I have seen.
Yes, yes.
Facebook
And
as well, yeah. So those are public APIs which you can use in order to register. But there are internal, the authentication, and when it comes to authentication, or when it comes to process or talking between one application to other application, those are not shared. So every company has, we cannot decide like what APIs, a certain company has. They might have a combination of APIs.
okay, okay. And one more thing,
Huh.
we are assessing the contents of the YouTube by login and logout also. So,
Yeah.
is there any type of the in between, like login or without login, we can access the content?
uh, Login and logout, we are able to access the content. So you are asking, is that one of the APIs?
Yes, yes. We are directly access the content, and we are like we are login first. Then after we can access the content, and without login also we can access the content of the YouTube. So
Okay, that I'm pretty not sure, but I'll definitely get an answer for you. I'll definitely get. For me, I think if you're able to access the content, then I think it's an open APIs. But when
yes,
you're
yes.
logging in,
Mhm.
then you can do certain things when you're logged in. Like you can make a comment, you can click on like thing, you can dislike thing, or you can
Mm.
do something. So that is where the authentication comes into picture, and that can be
Yes,
done
yes.
in open
And their
APIs as well.
memberships are also there. So that like, so that is the question actually arise in my mind.
No, no, no. It's fine. It's completely fine. I'll definitely get an answer for
Okay,
you
okay.
on
Yes,
this.
yes, yes.
Yeah, sure, sure, definitely. Thank you for asking. Because yeah, I too. I've never researched on like what APIs does YouTube use, but yeah,
Yes,
sure,
yes.
sure. I'll definitely get an answer for you. It will be a good knowing for everyone too.
Yes, yes. Actually, this pretty is arise in my mind. I don't know why,
No, no,
but it
it's
is
completely fine. It's completely
okay.
fine. Um, and I'll pretty sure get an answer for you.
Yes, yes.
Pakka.
And here one thing is also there. Two to
Uh,
three types of performance is there. Like if we are not login direct access the content, just we can watch the content and share the
yeah,
content.
yeah.
But and in login with login we can access the content or
Uh-huh.
commented it, like
Comment, yeah.
dislike, like
Hmm,
dislike,
hmm,
share,
hmm,
subscribe.
hmm,
These operations are performed, and if we
yes.
are getting one particular channels like subscription, then
Hmm.
we get the contents earlier, or some private contents. So this like some other operations I think maybe there.
Oh, if we have subscription, then we do get early content.
Yes, yes. Some channels have they are paid like
Uh-huh.
one of the
Okay, okay.
subscription charge.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, you can only access one if you subscribe.
early
You can.
access,
Yes, yes. You can.
and some
Yes.
private contents also
True, true,
there.
true, true.
Yes.
Yeah, that is. That when it comes to accessing membership, yeah, that
Yes,
is
yes.
where see, when it comes to accessing membership, I think we have an example for that.
I think that is private
Just,
API.
no, no, no. It comes under. Okay, sorry. Okay, for that I have an answer. Okay, accessing membership. Huh. It's partner APIs.
Yes, yes.
It's
Yes, yes.
partner.
Like
Huh.
this, VIP
Yeah, it's
membership.
only the members can access it. So
Yes.
you got an answer for one, but I
Uh,
need to look like what other APIs does YouTube use. if they are sharing information on that, because I'm not sure if YouTube exposes much of the information when it comes to APIs, because they are very secure, and they keep it very secure. The
Yes,
only
and
reason is,
encrypted too.
huh?
They are also encrypted too.
Yes, definitely they have to. Yeah, coming to that point too. I'll definitely come to that point. Yeah, the next topic is that one only.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. No, it's completely fine, and I'll definitely get back to you with the answer. Sure, pakka.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
Now,
Thank
you're welcome. Now, okay. Anyone else have any question, please? I think not. Okay. Now, the other APIs are database APIs, operating system APIs, and remote APIs. So these are not used. I mean, in my career, I haven't tested on database APIs or local APIs or remote APIs ever. I was always working on this, web APIs only, because REST and SOAP are mostly used for these, web APIs only. Now, coming to web APIs and APIs, I think I have. Before that, system testing. Yeah, system testing is not only end to end testing when it comes to API testing, it is a complete testing, end to end testing, integration with other components, data flow validation, security and authentication checks, performance and load testing, and it also consists UI testing as well. I mean, when, let's say, I want to add a pizza, to one of the list, a new pizza which I have created, a new version of it, and I want to add it to the list of pizzas. So when we do it from the API side, when we add it from the API side, it adds to the database. It adds to the database. But on the UI, in order to see from the UI, then you need to go to the particular website, let's say Pizza Hut, or yeah, Pizza Hut, or Domino's, and you need to see that particular pizza getting listed over there, and we need to able to click on it, order it. So all these things need also be done using an API. So this is where the system testing comes into picture. See, I have the example as well, uh, a e-commerce website where test case one is like adding a product to a cart, where the product API should update the cart, and the proceeds to checkout where we ordering it, and here payment API should verify the transaction, and after payment the order API should confirm the order. So this is all, everything, I mean, from the database, taking from the database to the UI, everything, especially security and performance. These both should also work. These both should also be taken into consideration. Then that is called as system testing. The complete testing is known as system testing. I hope, Shaili, I think I have answered your question here.
Yes.
If you have any doubt, you can ask. It's fine. It's completely fine.
No, I got my answer.
Okay, great. Okay, now you're welcome. Now coming to data transfer, how exactly APIs transfer the data? Okay, we'll come to that now. So here, API use the internet to send and receive data between applications, which we know, like Make My Trip and Yatra or Indigo. These all work on internet. If there is no internet, then there is no. I mean, those websites can never work. So we have communication happens between HTTP, HTTPS, and SSL, which ensures security. Okay, now how exactly it works? So first, a client makes an API request. The request is sent over HTTP or HTTPS. Then, if HTTPS is used, then SSL is the one which encrypts the data before it travels. Then the server receives API server request receives the request and process it, and the response is sent back to the client. So it is also done using encrypt. So everything, if we are using HTTPS, then it encrypts the data while sending, and also while receiving it encrypts the complete data. why exactly we are using HTTPS? Why not HTTP? Because HTTP does not encrypt data, and hackers can intercept sensitive information like passwords. It might be passwords, or it might be your credit card details, or it might be the amount you have in your bank. Anything can be accessed if the data is not encrypted. So that is the reason we send it through HTTPS. Always make sure that the if you're using your personal information anywhere, it might be your name, your phone number, your email address, anything can be your personal information. If you're using it in any of the websites, make sure that website has HTTPS and not HTTP. If it is HTTP, I really recommend not to put your personal information at all in that website. And why does it matter? Yeah, as I said, that prevents hacking and protects sensitive data. And websites and APIs using HTTPS shows the secure lock icon in browsers. Always it shows the secure lock icon. So make sure that if you're not checking HTTPS, there should be a lock icon. I hope this Google has it. Yeah. I think this has it. We can see here connection is secure. Okay. So yeah, so this is how it is secured, and then next comes in. Okay. Now coming, is there any question till now about HTTP or HTTPS or transferring the data?
It's clear.
Oh, great. Sorry. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Now coming to what is the difference between SOAP APIs and REST APIs? We did discuss this yesterday, but it's more in a descriptive way. SOAP APIs use XML, whereas REST uses JSON. Not only JSON, RESTful APIs also use plain text, HTML, YAML, XML, JSON. But SOAP only allows XML. So that is where now everyone is getting transferred to RESTful APIs, because it has more options. And also, not only that, if you can see here, RESTful APIs are usually easier to understand, consume and integrate than SOAP APIs. When something is easy to understand, something easy to learn, something easy to develop, and something easy to test, and something easy to adapt, then yeah, people will definitely go to that. Why they want to make themselves complicated using hard stuff? So that is the reason they are mostly every company is transferring from SOAP APIs to RESTful APIs. And this is a SOAP API. Okay, SOAP API and SOAP UI tool are completely different. I'll come to that. Actually, there was a question asked yesterday, so I'll come to that too. Now, so that is the reason. That is the only reason. As the REST are easy to understand, we use RESTful APIs. Apart from that, but still, if you see here, SOAP are much better if you're using very complicated, very very private information, it should be more and more secure. Then companies doesn't go for REST, they go for SOAP APIs only, because it follows strict standards and it is more secure. More secure as well. And yeah, it is more secure. But yeah, it is very rare companies. I can say NASA is still using SOAP APIs. They are not they haven't converted to RESTful APIs, because they want the information to keep more complicated, more not understandable to to the third parties. And yeah, they want to make it complicated, and they want to make it tough for people to understand. So that is the reason they still go with SOAP and not for RESTful. Then, but SOAP APIs can also be tested using Postman tool. SOAP APIs can also. I'll come to that tooling thing. Actually, I'll let you know about the tooling thing. Okay, now APIs and web services. A web service is an internet software component that facilitates data transfers over a network. I mean, the name itself says that web service. Web is website or anything. When it comes to web, then it has to be done over the network. It has to be done on the HTTP or HTTPS to transfer the data. But when it comes to APIs, only APIs, if we talk only about APIs, then for me, this is an API. For me, this is an API because I want to do some job and calculator is an API for me. But this doesn't need any internet service. I don't want internet on my system to be worked. It's just this is one of the API which I can use, or I can say Word application is an API. I'll ask a question here. Okay, this will be good. You have, I mean, I think on your laptops you have Word application, right? Everyone might have Word application on your system. So, and there is no internet connected to your system. Internet is down or internet is not yet connected. Now, please let me know, like, what all can you do with your Word application? Anyone can tell. Word application, just a Word application.
To make a document.
Uh-huh. Okay, and
document, so
uh,
you can something related to documents. So like you can edit or whatever.
yeah, you can open Word application, you can write something, you can save it, you can edit it, you can delete it, again you can save it,
Yes.
and again you can do a number of things, and you don't need internet for that, right?
Yeah,
Huh.
because it's desktop application.
Sorry.
Because it's desktop application.
Correct. That one is an API. That one is also an API where you're using it without an internet. So, but for you to register with Facebook or register with some Khan Academy, which is a real good site I can say, where you can learn a lot of things when it comes to, I mean, schooling. If you are interested in science or mathematics, I really love learning on Khan Academy. So yeah, in order to register or in order to access the content, then we need internet for that. For that, when I'm trying to access it, so there are web services which are working. Web services, I mean, web APIs which are working. Those web services also come under APIs. Though those also come under APIs, but if I come here, all web services are APIs. All web services are APIs, but not all APIs are web services. The reason being, Word application doesn't need internet, but still it is an API. Still it is an API. So APIs, I mean, web services are APIs, but yeah, not all APIs are web services. So yeah, that is the conclusion. Now, okay, this is done. And okay, so now coming to this part. Now, please let me know. Uh, okay, why do we need testing? Why exactly we need testing? Anyone can answer. Anyone can answer. And I don't want. I mean, in a technical way, simple. Any real world example is also fine. Any real world example is also fine. Why do we need an example testing?
Yes, Ashish, can you hear me?
Yes. Please go ahead.
Yes. So, testing is a process
Hmm.
to verifying and validating the data to find out it meets with its specifications or not. Like there is some deviation, like there is a specification, some specifications are, some requirements are there, and so whatever we have made any application, so that is not matching with the requirements. So in my way, that is, so there is some deviation between requirements and what we made. So what is expected and actual result? So there is a deviation. We can say there is a deviation between actual and expected result. So that is testing, in my words.
Yes, true, true. This is more technical. Now, if I come to a real world example, let's say you, yeah, Gautam, go ahead. Yeah.
Again, sorry for the interruption, Sasish.
No. Please don't be sorry. Yeah, please go ahead.
Actually, according to my view,
Uh-huh.
API has a broad role in any applications. Like
Nah,
if you
not
were,
about. Sorry, not about API. Why exactly we need testing? Not API
okay,
testing, not any no UI testing, nothing. No testing.
okay.
Just simple testing. Why do we need testing?
Okay, actually, testing is required to make the application more stable and user friendly, and for smoothing the operations and
Uh,
like this.
okay, again you went technical. Okay, yes, Nadia. Yes, please.
Yeah, I think testing is needed to see if we meet the requirements that the business analyst or the customer give us or not, and why? Because if the product is not does not meet the requirements, so it means the company can lose the reputation. It can cause, for example, some problems. Like, for example, if it's software of airplane, people can buy, can such things for security, for such
Hmm.
things.
Hmm. You're almost close. Almost close. Yeah. Yes, Mayur. Yes, Mayur.
Yeah, yes, Ashish. So,
Hmm.
ac- as per my understanding, testing is the verification of uh, actual result with the expected results.
Okay, I was looking for a real world example. Nadia was really close to that.
Yes.
Uh, yeah.
Hello. Yeah.
Yes, Puru.
So just to measure the product quality.
Okay, again you went technical. Okay, I'll okay. In my view, in my point. Okay, yes, Ishan. Yeah. Ishan. Yeah. Please. He went mute. Okay, in my point of view, let's say we went to purchase a car. Okay, we went to a car showroom and we went to purchase a car. We liked one car. It was meeting our standards and it was too good, too cute, everything I can say. Now you asked the salesperson, can I go for a test drive? And he said, yes, please go ahead, take the test drive. You you sat in the car, you put on the keys, you turned it on, and the car is not starting. It's not turning on. I mean, it's the engine is not starting. So you tried once again. Then you came out. Then the salesperson tried. It didn't work. Will you purchase that car? No.
No.
Yes. So so this is where, I mean, first you will never walk into that showroom again. You will never go for that particular car brand or car again, and the company has lost a customer. It lost revenue, and that revenue might have been used in something else if for that money or anything, and the company lost the reputation as well because the customer, I mean, not only customer, people do speak, and they do discuss. See, I went out to buy a car in this particular showroom, and that car didn't start at all, and I was really upset with that. So when it spreads, then it's a real bad thing for the company and for the showroom and for the car as well. So that is the reason, in a simple way, testing before you give it out to the customer, before you give it out to anyone. It might be customer or it might be any third party or anyone. You have to do testing. I mean, it you need to make sure that everything as we are expecting, as the customer is expecting, as you think as a customer, you act as a customer in that way you're expecting, and you do things in that way. So that is where testing comes into picture, and that is how important testing is. And yeah, there are n number of testing, functional testing, non-functional testing, API testing, all comes into picture. The common goal is we need to deliver a product or an application, or I can say, I mean, a bread packet as well. We need to make sure that it is good, it is accepted by the customer, it is, I mean, it should be, your fame or your name should not be spoiled. So that is where testing comes into picture. Now I have one last question here. Calculator. Okay, I've given a number here. Now please let me know, is 100% testing possible on a product, or I can say, or on a,
No,
sorry?
no, no. 100% testing is not possible.
No, exhaustive testing is not possible. Yeah.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Everyone are absolutely correct. 100% testing is not at all possible. You create n number of testing methodologies, you create n number of testing types, you come up with some great idea, but still 100% testing is never achieved and never can be achieved, because bugs can come at any point of time in any way. So 99%, I think, yes, 99%, if we do all kind of testing and take a lot of time in order to test everything, then yeah, 99% is achieved, but 100% is really not achieved. And with experience, I'm saying 100% is really not possible, really not possible. So please never say, if this is where the interviewer confuses you, is 100%.
And Ashish,
Ah.
and there is also one of principle. So 100% of testing is not acceptable. But one of the principle of testing that
Ah.
100% we can say that it's not acceptable.
Correct. Yes, true. Not possible, which means, yeah, not acceptable. Yeah, which all comes under some same roof. Where if this is where the interviewer confuses you, stating that is 100% testing possible, is achievable. Achievable. He might ask achievable. Then
Achievable.
you might say no. Just you cannot say directly no. You can you can modulize your answer, stating that. Yeah, 99% is, I mean, we can try, we can use all the testing methodologies or processes or types, but still achieving 100% testing, 100% bug free, I can say, not testing, 100% bug free of an application, product, or any device or anything is not possible. It never happened. So yeah, but still, if you if someone comes to buy a car and if the car is not turned on, then yeah, so that is why testing is really important, because developers, they just design and they just develop and they give it out, but it is our job, testers job, to test each and everything. As a customer, we are the customers. When we are testing anything, when we are checking something, we are the customers. We are not testers. We are not testers at all. We are the customers. It's just a role, but given in the companies, but we are the customers. So yeah. Now, okay. So, any questions till now? Any questions? Any questions? I just want to give real world examples so that it will be more easy to understand. That is the only reason I go for real world examples, because when we come to applications and requirements, and these are all jargons when we work in real time, and when we work when we work for a company or a project. But actually, why exactly testing is required, and so I prefer real time examples, real world examples, not real time, real world examples, so that it will be easy to understand. That is my way of understanding. So I hope it might help you or not, but yeah, that is how I try to understand things. So yeah, so this is what is an API testing is done. Okay, now I hope everyone has their laptops with you. And
Yes.
okay, great. Have you installed Postman on your system? Have you
Yes.
installed Postman? Everyone? Okay. Okay. You can go to postman.com. I think it's, let me scroll down in here. Mm, Postman.com. Yeah. Please, okay. I already have downloaded it. But if you haven't downloaded it, you will have, let me make it big. Okay, and drag in here. Here in at the bottom, you will see download desktop app. Please go ahead and, or else you can directly go to Google and you can type in download Postman.
Sorry for the interruptions.
Yeah, yes.
Ashish, actually, can you minimize the pop-up window, please?
Which this one.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
trying
Please do
to.
close.
I'm trying to minimize it.
Close,
But
close. Please close it, na.
close it. Then I
Direct
can.
close.
Okay, cool. Huh. So please download Postman on your system. And okay, now, okay, why exactly for API testing we need Postman tool? It's not like only Postman tool. We have Swagger, we have Soap UI, we have Catalan. I think Catalan is also one of the tool. But Postman is like eye catching. I can say eye catching, or I can say scenery. I mean, when you view a beautiful sunrise, at the ocean side, you'll say, wow, what a scenery, what a scene. So in that way, I mean, Postman is a tool which highlights you with colors. When you're testing API, it highlights with colors. That is where the people are getting attracted. Like, yeah, we'll go with Postman, and it has lot many good features, But yeah, it's more like eye catching. Postman. Soap UI is like more like a, I mean, command tool. I can say command tool. And coming to, I'll tell you how exactly soap looks. Soap structure. Okay. Okay. This is how the soap structure, the soap API looks. So this is really hard to understand. This is really hard to understand at times if we are not aware of, we do not have knowledge of nodes. These are called as nodes. These are also called as nodes. So these things, if we are not aware of these things, this is an XML version, XML language. This is an XML language. So this uses nodes. But if I show you the JSON example, okay. If I go with JSON example, okay. No, XML. This is XML. I think I have to go for JSON. Okay, yeah. I think this. So in here, if you can see, this second. Oh my, why? Okay, this example. It's more. Great. I got it. Okay, this is more easy to understand. I mean, anyone can understand. Okay, name. This is my name. Salary. Okay, this married. True. Okay. So this is an employee which has all these details. So it is more easy to understand when you compare with these things. Oh my God, this is really hard to understand why we are using this end node. I mean, this end node, and where this XML version come into picture, where this all this information came into picture. Rather than this is more easy to understand. This is where JSON is used. Is getting used, and it is getting converted from, more companies are adopting JSON and shifting from SOAP to JSON. This is the only reason. I mean, anyone can understand it. So, and please install Postman. Once you have installed it on your computer, please log in with your, I can show you. And you can place it on desktop, or you can keep it, pin it to your taskbar. Anywhere is fine. That is completely up to you. And please log in with your Gmail account. Please log in with your Gmail account. That is really important. Why exactly it is important? I mean, I'll let you know why exactly it is important. But please log in with your Gmail account. So I hope by tomorrow, I request you to download and install and log in into your Postman if someone haven't done it. Okay. One more thing. Can you please all open command prompt in your system? Everyone, please. Now, just type in node hyphen v. Just type in node hyphen space hyphen v. Just type in this and hit enter. Do you see any version number on your system?
Yes. In my system, it is 20.18.0.
Great. Okay. And everyone has got the versions?
Yes.
Okay. The ones who haven't got this version, I'll let you know. It is not needed as of now, but when we are doing API testing, not using the Postman but using the Newman tool, then we need this node. And there's one more command. If this also is needed, node package manager. This is also needed in the system. Is okay. Someone said something. Sorry. Did someone say anything? No, I don't think so. Okay.
Ashish, could you please repeat what should I write in the command prompt?
Okay. It's node 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 space
Space,
a dash
a dash,
lowercase v.
lowercase v. Okay.
Hit enter, please.
It's saying node is not recognized as an internal or external command. It's
Yes.
Same for me.
So the node has not been installed in your systems, but I'll let you know how to install it and how exactly we need to place it in system variables. If you do not have node, then you will be not having node package manager as well. So I'll be helping you in installing node and node package manager, because this is used in the later sessions where we will be testing using Newman tool. This is the tool which we will be using. Newman v. Why we type hyphen v? In order to check the version of which version do we have. Any version would work if you have, but if you haven't have this software on your system, I'll help you in installing it. This one last application of open source which I request you all to download is Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio Code. This Visual Studio Code is a free version, a complete free version, and it is an open source. I request you all to download this. If you have Windows, or download it for Windows. If you have Mac, then download it for Mac. Why exactly this is needed? Okay, the reason why exactly this is needed is because we will be developing our own APIs. It's not testing. We will be developing our own APIs. For that particular reason, we need this particular software in order to develop APIs. And there might be a question, why on earth we want to develop an API? I understand, but nowadays companies are looking for, the ones who have a minimum knowledge of programming and minimum knowledge of APIs in the development side as well. So it is always good to have, and it doesn't take much time. It really doesn't take much time. It hardly takes 1 day or 2 days of your time in order to develop. It's very easy. It's very, very easy to understand, very easy to develop, and it's very short. I'll give you a reference where exactly you need to check and try to develop an API. So I'll give you a reference for that, and I'll also explain you, like, if you come across any issues or any doubts, I'll also explain you what exactly needs to be done over there. So from tomorrow we will be jumping directly into Postman. There will be no more theoretical part. Nothing theoretical. It's all practical from tomorrow. And yeah, one last yesterday there was a question why exactly we use Postman. Now, okay, I just want to ask one question. Where have you installed Word? I mean, Word, or it might be calculator, or it might be Excel. Where exactly is it installed? Where exactly it is installed?
By default, in C.
Sorry?
Hello.
By default, in C drive. Program files.
Microsoft Office. So
It is
Yes.
installed on the desktop only, na?
Correct. So, desktop. Desktop is the one where you open Word, where you edit Word, where you delete, you make n number of things, you test it, you develop it, you do all kinds of things. So, desktop is a platform where you work. Is it a platform where you use this Word application? In the same way, Postman is a platform. Postman is a platform where you do API testing. So Postman, that is the reason we use Postman, so that we can test these any APIs. In order to test any APIs, Postman is one of the tool. That is the only thing we use. I mean, Soap UI, Postman, Swagger, these are tools which we use in order to test APIs. As we, develop, not only test, we can develop, we can test, we can document, we can do n number of things using Postman. And yes, coming to documentation, please, when any project, when any manager comes to you and asks you to test any API, then please ask for a documentation. Why? Okay, I'll show you how exactly the documentation looks. This is how, this is just in Postman. I'm showing it in Postman, but I do have a link pasted in here. Okay, I think I have it at the bottom. So if I control click on this, this is where they have very neatly explained like why exactly a documentation is required. It references, it tutorials, examples and code samples, release notes, everything is documented, and this is really required. So anyone asks you to do API testing, then please ask for the documentation first. Ask for this reference. You can say documentation, or there are a number of jargons used in companies, but you can, if you say can I have the API documentation, then they will understand. It might be provided to you by the customer itself, or by the business analyst itself, or by the developer itself. Anyone can provide it, or the manager can also provide you. So, and also you have in this link, you have what is about API testing and what is API test automation. Everything is deeply explained in here. So the first thing you need to ask is, what is where can I find the API documentation? If I go into the Postman, if you see here, they have given it is neatly explained. Like, see, this is a body you need to use, and you'll have a response. I can show you in another thing. I think for Postman workspace. No, not this one. This one. If I go in here, you complete documentation. In here, if you can see, it shows what response we should get when we are using this body and sending so everything is detailedly explained in here, so that you need not to ask or approach anyone, neither the BA, neither the customer, neither the developer. Everything is written in here. But yes, you might come across issues where, if the documentation is not complete or not up to date or not fulfilled, that is where you have to approach the customer or developer or business analyst or a manager. But if the documentation is so neat, so clearly explained, so perfectly updated, then I never came across like we need to approach anyone in order to test or in order to understand the APIs. So, yeah. So this is all for today. This is all for today. Any questions? Any questions, please? Any questions? Anyone has any questions or any concerns or anything that you wanna?
Yes, Ashish.
Uh,
So I also run that command node hyphen v, but
huh.
it's also showing me not recognized. So do we need to install Node.js for that?
Yes, yes, definitely we need Node.js for that. But I'll explain. I'll let you know, Mayur, when
Okay.
it.
Mm.
Yeah. As of now, I just need Postman on your system
Okay. Mhm.
and Visual Studio Code. Yes, Visual Studio Code. These two, please install it by tomorrow, please, on your systems. So
Okay. Yeah.
that is all from my end. So any questions, any doubts, or okay, someone has been something. Okay. Hi, yes, Karthik. Yeah.
Yeah, so Naidu, there's a
Uh,
in daily there is a classes yeah in weekend.
yes, daily, daily. Yeah, daily. Same time, 8:30, same time. Um, and I will be posting. Okay. Please. Okay. There's one thing which did. Notice not trigger. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. I haven't seen your message in here. And this is my number. 973167077. Okay. Please ping me with your first and last name with your number. I'll be adding you to the API testing group which we have created yesterday. So you will be getting the link, Google Meet link in that too. And if you have any questions or if you have come across something new, you can about related to API testing, then uh, you can share it over there, please.
Oh, sure. And
Okay.
one more thing, Naidu, because of a conflict, because of time,
Uh-huh.
9:30 to 9 to 9:30 at 10:30 that I have one session regarding the programming language.
Sorry, 9 to 9:30.
Yeah, in 9 to 10:30, sorry. 9 to 10:30.
9 to 10:30 you have a session. uh, yeah, I get your point. I mean, what I thought is like everyone would have come from work, and they need some little spare time to relax themselves. So, I mean, if they come around 7:30, then they have some 1 hour relaxation time, and they can start by 8:30. I mean, I can move it to 8 o'clock, max 8 o'clock, but not that early. But I still can't promise that. But I'll try. I'll try to move it to 8 o'clock because I need to check with others as well. Around 8:30 would be fine, but yeah, I know the time constraints are there. Uh, yeah, I'll try. I'll try, Karthik. I'll
Yeah.
definitely try. Hmm.
Any recording session will be available or not?
Yeah, recording sessions will be available. To be honest, I mean, I just want to be honest. Okay, I went through many. I mean, I'm still going through one of the Java with Selenium session. Uh, I mean, from one person. Okay, when it comes to recording sessions, I really don't see. I mean, we do not get that interest when watching recordings. So what I feel is when we are in the session itself, then we will have more interest. But yes, recording sessions, I'll provide. Um, and and actually from tomorrow it will, and I'm pretty sure that API testing, it doesn't take much time to cover. Um, it and the more practical you do on the session itself, it will be more beneficial for you. But yeah, true. I'll share the recordings, and I'll try to move it to 8 o'clock so that, yeah, maybe if everyone are okay, then I'll try to move it half hour early.
Okay, so
Okay.
you can say
And Ashish,
Yeah.
sorry to so Ashish, like you said, the document should be very clear and clean, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
is it possible so we can see the requirement and we correlate with the real time work experience? So it is it work like that?
I didn't understand the question. Sorry.
So, like you told that when we work, so
Hmm.
we get like requirement
Hmm. Hmm.
document.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
so is it possible? So, in your session, can we work? So, when we learn, like we are we are doing practical things, like where we work in a company, so we get requirements and we do this
Uh,
stuff like that. Hmm?
yes, yes, I have examples for that.
Okay, okay,
I do have
okay,
a clear way of documentation. I have it, and we'll work
okay.
on those documentation with the APIs. Yes.
Okay, so we get live experience
Yeah.
to how to
Yes.
work. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
okay.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So the main concern is, Ashish. So
Uh-huh.
so my main concern was like, if we work somewhere, so we should know about all
Correct.
things. So it's not like that we have half knowledge. We
No,
sit
no, no.
there and
No,
come in a trouble like that.
no,
Yeah.
no. That
So
is
hope
why.
you got my point.
No, no, no. I totally understand. I
Yes.
duly understand, and that is why I want to give real world examples so that if there are any in every company they use different jargons. I mean, they in our company they if they say refinement, in other company they might say grooming. In other company they might say something else. But it is all one and the same. Like
Okay. Okay.
it's all so in the same way. I'll go with the real world examples, and I'll also explain the real documentation, how exactly the real documentation looks, and how exactly we test it. Everything will be taken care.
Okay.
I'll do my best to reach that.
Okay. Okay. Thanks, Ashish.
You're
Thanks for
welcome.
that. Yep.
You're welcome. And yeah, Karthik, yes, I'll try to move half hour early, but I cannot promise on that. But yeah, but
Yeah.
yes, you'll be getting the recorded sessions. As Gautam said, he will be helping me in uploading it to YouTube. So I'll give the YouTube link, and then you can look in there. But one request from my end: practice a lot. Practice a lot. I mean, the more you practice, the more you get into trouble. Yes, the more you get into trouble, the more you get into errors, and the more you will explore a lot.
Yeah,
I
yeah, it's
want,
totally,
I
totally
want
agree.
everyone. Sorry, not only you, everyone, because I want you to experience yourself how exactly where exactly we can find errors, where exactly we can fall into issues, where exactly we are stopped, like we don't know what next to be done. So those things only come when you practice a lot with different. I'll give you a list of API websites where you can try yourself. We'll do it in the session as well. We'll do it in the session as well, and we'll also make sure that we practice from our end as well a lot. So yeah, so that is all for today, and thank you so very much. If there are any questions, if there are, sorry, no questions, then I think we can have a Sunday evening and we can enjoy our Sunday evening.
Oh yeah.
Yes, yes, as you
Yeah.
like. Yeah.
And then,
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
thank you,
you.
everyone. Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
very
Like,
much, Ashish, for
Bye.
your.
Bye.
Bye
thank
bye.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.